There, look at the donkey. She's got it. Set the hook.
The next morning, the blast-off was right on schedule with 96 teams competing for the $5,000 first-place prize.
You guys have fun. Don't forget to put your lids down. In the X2 with the 300 Merc. Oh, my Lord. Keep that boat in the water, gentlemen.
Plus, every angler is already entered into a drawing for a brand new Triton bass boat, so everyone has an equal opportunity to take home the big prize, even if they don't catch the big bass. Now let's join Galaxy Marine and Triton Boats Pro Staff member Dave Rush on the water.
Well, what we have here behind me is Sig and Katrina. They're in the Triton Owners Tournament. And so far this morning, it's fairly early. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. They have a pretty good start on the day. They claim they have about 12 pounds. They've got a couple of nice kicker fish. If they can just call out their other three, they'll be on their way to doing real good today. Typical fall fishing, what happens is it's the day temperature, nighttime temperatures are getting a big span in between them. And at Clearlake, we have high algae blooms during the day in the sunlight and warmer temperatures. It gets colder at night, that algae bloom dies off, messes up the pH, depletes the oxygen in the water, and fishing is really tough first thing in the morning, normally in the fall at Clearlake. But they're doing real well. They have 5 decent fish. They're fishing reaction baits right now. They claim that the fish are up shallow for them. And kind of what's happened is the fish have pushed a ball of bait up in this little pocket. It's kind of a little protected area here next to a boat harbor. And they're just kind of repetitive casting and just real slow presentation because, again, that oxygen depletion and the pH has made those fish a little bit sluggish. Now, as the day progresses and it warms up and the algae blooms again in the water and that pH adjusts and the oxygen gets better, those fish should get more and more aggressive. So the action should pick up later in the day.
I'm using this bait smith. Let me go grab it here. A couple great guys up in Idaho and Washington made this. It's a bait smith and just phenomenal how it works in the water. Bass just eat it up.
Don't hurry. All right, it's coming up. Yes!
That's a nice
That's what I'm talking about.
That's it.
That's it.
Right there. That's the one.
The Bass Cat, the Lucky Craft. There you go. We're calling now.
They're called glory bags, and smaller fish, it's great that you don't harm them or anything. No holes. Just put them in there, put them in the live well. You can cull with them. I haven't done that yet on the balance beam, but this is definitely our small fish that's going back, and they stay safe. They don't get stressed out. Waters, everything great. Again, glorybag.com, I believe it is. Once I saw this, I said this is a great way to not get their throats all cut open with using the buoy marker. See the different colors.
We're using P-line here.
Wait, put them plugs back
I've
on.
always used P-line. It always works. But make sure when you catch a fish, you check your Palomar knots and you check your line. What makes you different between everybody else is your sharp hooks and your line.
As we left the team that would eventually end up in first place for the day, we found Katrina Dehaven and Sig Taylor running south, and in just a few minutes, they would hook up with the big fish of the tournament.
It's a catfish.
He said it's a catfish. I go, you haven't seen the damn thing.
Hold that thing up.
Be close.
Look at that donkey. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
Hold on. Woo. That thing is huge.
Oh.
6-pound P-line. Marina mutilator with a tungsten weight. Don't know even how to back reel, but I'm gonna learn tonight. But we got it in. There you go. That's it.
Well, this morning, you know, we started out with reaction, figuring that's what we're going to get our bigger bites. And we started calling up a little bit here and there, didn't we?
That's right. We called, I think, by what, 8:45?
Yes, we were calling fish, but they weren't the big ones we wanted. And in order to catch big fish, sometimes you got to use big baits, and that's my theory behind it. But then I told Kat, I go, let's make a run, and we might have to just downsize a little bit, and that's exactly what we did. We downsized.
And we figured out a nice little area and put that drop shot in, second cast, and there you go.
944. Bass Cats, that's your biggest fish?
I'm in a tournament, yes.
In a tournament. Give her a hand. Katrina Dehaven, 9.44. And I think you'll probably be able to see this on the True Bass TV show. I heard you went Ike.
I went Ike. Thank God for your cameras because they got both fish.
A white jerkbait. We got about 4 buzzbait bites.
Here we are, the second day of the Triton Owners Tournament at Clearlake, California. We've just started out. We've rolled up on Zig and Kat, who are in second place after the first day. And we just found them. We're going to go up there and watch them a little bit and check in and see how they're doing this morning.
They're getting bigger.
There you go.
Well, that's fish number 3 for us. They're getting a little more active. It seems like as the morning goes on, they're getting just waking up, I guess. Trying to get them to react to something, and you throw this enough around them enough, they eventually snap at it. That's the whole purpose behind this. So we're getting them to go. They're getting bigger too, so that's a good thing. So we're gonna keep trying.
Well, I got a little selfish. I couldn't stand watching everybody out there fishing, and I hadn't made a cast. So I picked a little piece of bank on Anderson Island here. There's nobody around. I figured it was safe to do. I didn't want to get in anybody's way. And I've seen a lot of people throw Texas rig worms, throw jigs for structure fishing and drop shotting, and I hadn't seen anybody throw a Carolina rig. And if you're coming to Clearlake and you kind of don't know where to start or whatever, this is one of my favorite rigs to throw. I mean, it's very simple. You can cover a lot of ground. It's the best of both worlds. It's like jig fishing and Texas rig worm fishing. It's just the length of leader, that all depends on your structure and clarity of water. I like to throw like a little woolly hogtail or a brush hog or a beaver on the back, and you know, pretty heavy line, 12, 15 pound test, and 3/4 ounce or 1/2 ounce weight, and you just drag it around. You get on these ledges, like this island here is kind of like it's stair-stepped. As it comes out off the bank, it'll drop, have a little ledge, come out a little further, drop again. And I parallel fish. I get on those breaks, 13, 15 foot of water, and just drag it right down that break.
19.26, 19.26. Gonna move you guys into the lead, but you gotta keep your fingers crossed. Check for 43, 94, $1,500. Kevin Hall and Travis Tarver. Kevin and Travis, come on up. Second place, they had 44.08 for $2,500 to Brian Vance and Chris Ferry. Real close, you guys, 44.08. Come on up, Brian and Chris. First place, she told me that they were gonna have 100 and how much, Bernie? 101 pounds. They were about 55 pounds shy of that. Always fun to be optimistic. First place paid them $5,000 in cash. 45.60 to Katrina Dehaven, the Bass Cat, and Ziggy Sig Taylor. Come on up, you guys.
Here's the winners of the 2007 Triton Owners Bass Tournament here at Clearlake, California. Katrina Dehaven and Sig Taylor. Congratulations, guys. You did a great job.
Thanks. We worked hard as a team.
As a team.
Teamwork, huh? We had a blast,
We had
too.
a blast.
We just went out and had fun. That's the whole thing.
It was really neat that we caught some of your catches on film, including the big fish of the
Yes,
tournament.
yes.
And my largest fish in a tournament.
Personal best.
Personal
That is
best.
great.
Yes.
9.5 pounds. So hopefully, after they give the prize away and everything, you guys are still in it for a drawing for a brand new TR200 Triton bass boat.
Yes, and the way our luck's going, you never know. We'll be
never
taking
know.
home.
Hopefully it keeps on rolling.
Yes.
And for you folks at home, have a Triton boat, don't hesitate to enter next year's Triton Owners Tournament back here at Clearlake.
Hey, thanks a lot. Remember, click like, subscribe and hit that bell, because we're going to be making a lot of videos. We're going to demonstrate and teach you how to go out and catch more and bigger fish. Remember, you're just one cast away. We appreciate you, and let's fish out loud.